Welcome back to Mac Talks of Football, and Inter have nicked it. They have sneaked past a win against Roma in that all important game. 1-0 it ended to Inter. Let's go ahead and talk about that game. I mean, it was such a close game. It was such an important and huge game in the context of the way that the league is going. And Inter, they knew that they needed to win, and they have gone ahead and they have won. Napoli had already won. Milan had already won. So the pressure was on. Juve had already won as well. So Inter knew that needed to win. Roma, on the other hand, they themselves knew that they had a great chance to if they had won that game, they would have gone up to close to the pack at the top, but they were not able to get that win. And Inter, courtesy of Lautaro Martinez, their captain, that get that win, get those important 3 points that they needed, and they are very important win. They are right back in it, at the top of the table with the other teams. So it was a very good game of football. I am not gonna lie. Both the teams really went at it. Both the teams created a good number of chances. Even though Inter had like better chances that they created, Roma, I would say, they are still underperforming. Their performances. Even though it was a good game, I still say they are not playing to the potential that they have. And the thing is, the pressure is increasing on Ivan Juric already. He was not really. He came in a sort of a controversial fashion. He was appointed after De Rossi was sacked, and the way that De Rossi was sacked, and any new manager would have come in, he would have a lot of hate from the fans, because De Rossi, being a Roma legend, the way he was let go, it was not in a good taste. So Juric is already under pressure, and the way that his team are performing is not really working out for him at the moment. They have spent a good amount of money as well, and I thought that this was the game. It was sort of entertaining. I went for a 2-all draw. I thought both these teams are going to score a good amount of goals, and they both of them created good chances as well, but they did not really convert them. Sommer, he spilled he almost cost his team early on in the first half, but he managed to recover. He made a couple of good saves. Swilar, he made 3 or 4 good saves, especially in that second half. There was a period where Dumfries, like, he was easily getting getting away from the fullback, and he was coming in, and he was taking shots at goal. And Swilar was the reason, I would say, that Roma did not end up losing this game 2 or 3 because he made a couple of really good saves. More than couple, I think 4 or 5 good saves were made by him in the second half, especially. Inter really, first half I would say it was an equal balanced game, but in the second half I think Inter put the screws in, and they really went at it, and that is when they got the goal as well, a very good goal as well. And after that also they really went at it. They wanted to get more goals, and wanted to make sure to get that daylight between them and Roma. They wanted to make sure that they get those 3 points, but they were not able to score that second goal. In the end, it didn't really matter. Roma came close at the in the last seconds of the game as well to get that equalizer, but Sommer again made a good save right at the end, and Inter go ahead and get those 3 important and crucial points that they needed. It is becoming very tight at the top of the table between Inter, Juve, and Napoli are still there at the top. So it is looking really fun at the moment in Serie A. Milan won as well, so they are back in it as well. It is still very early on. It is only 8 match days, and so you cannot really tell which teams are gonna be there right until right at the end. But at the moment, it's looking like it's going to be a 3 or 4 way race for the title. I'm still skeptical. I'm still not going to make any decision. I still think we are going to have to wait until the end of October, maybe until like 10-11 games have been played. I think that's when you are going to see actually who's going to be fighting for the title. At the moment, it is very congested. Still, like Roma, they are 10th right now after this loss, and they're still 7 points behind Inter. It's not that far away. Like a couple of good wins and a couple of draws for Inter, and Roma would be right back up in the top stages. Even if they would have won today, they would have gone 13 points, and Inter would have been on 14 points. So like the difference is not that much between points. So that is one thing that Inter would know. That is why they knew that how important this game was, because there are teams below them who are capable of getting those results, getting those wins, and overtaking them. And that is why, like, there has been 8 match days, and we had 6 different European teams leading, being at the top for in the first 6 weeks. All 6 teams were different. Every weekend there was another team at the top. Napoli have sort of, you know, cemented themselves in the last 3 weeks, but we don't know how long it is gonna last. But at the moment, Napoli for 3 weeks they are at the top, and in a way, as I said, that they have cemented. How long it is gonna last, we'll see. And that is the same thing why Roma fans and the Roma players and the Roma manager, still should be very much should not lose really hope, because they know they have the players, they have the talent, and the way that the league is going, they get a couple of good wins and a couple of bad results from the team above them, and they're gonna be right back in it, in the fray. If not for the title, but for those European places, they still have a lot of games to be played. And with how tight the league is going on, you really don't know what can happen in a couple of weeks. Maybe we are going to be talking about Roma being in those Champions League places. So I think that is one thing that Roma's manager Ivan Juric, he needs to talk to his players, and he needs to tell them they need to somehow win. I think today they did not really play that bad, but I think Inter in that second half were simply brilliant. If I'm being very honest with you, they are the champions. They really showed why they are the champions. Thuram had a good amount of chances in the first half. Dumfries in the second half, as I already said. Martinez already saw Mkhitaryan, he hit the crossbar. So like Inter were really on it today. They knew how important this game was, and they were up for it. I think that was the difference between the two teams. Roma were not really up for it, even though they were at home, and they knew that Inter would be under a lot of pressure because of the other three big teams winning. As I said, Napoli won, Juve won, Milan won. So Inter knew that they really had to get the 3 points. So Roma knew they were going to be under pressure, but they really did not take advantage of it. Inter really wanted it more, and I think that is the reason that they won the game, and they got the 3 points. And it was a very good performance from them. And in the end, I think they really deserve to get those 3 points. So yeah, that is it from me in this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the game, what you guys thought of Inter's performance overall. Do you think how and what do you think of Roma's performance? I know they are not really performing to the level that everybody expected them to. And our Roma fans, what are you making of Ivan Juric's Ivan Juric's time at the club until now? How close the league is? What do you guys, who do you think is gonna win? Like all the Serie A fans, I'm still don't know which team is gonna be the one who is gonna is really gonna fight for the title until the end. I went for Inter as my winners. I still think when I make my prediction, I thought Inter were gonna be the champions. They are still in it. It is early days. It is looking very interesting. So let me know what you guys think of the game, and what you guys think of the league positions overall. Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 400 subscribers before the month of October, and so please go ahead and subscribe. It's looking like a big task at the moment, like 150 subscribers to get in less than 8 days. It's a huge task, but we are hoping we are able to achieve it. So please help us out and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, bye bye.